we would like to greet all our Ketonians. Do you like my ancient Greek look today? You can see, some would say I look like Ave Caesar. I look like Roman, but I think it's quite enough to remind myself that everything, all the passion we are sharing started back in ancient Greece. And hello Nisha, hello Tina.
Hi everyone.
Kalispera, herete, we want to say it the ancient Greek way. We will talk about ancient Greeks today. We will talk about what they've done, how they lived. We have actually referenced article written by Apollonaskapsalis sometimes around Easter time when we made keto, no it was not keto, it was low carb.
Low carb, yeah.
Tsureki. So what's tsureki? Oh, thank you. I bought it in Greece, actually, right under Acropolis in this, how's called this area?
The Theseo, yeah.
Theseo, yeah. So we actually did a live video from there, and it's
of course,
a replica of ancient Greek.
We're gonna make the bread, so we're gonna have the opportunity to see what we're gonna use, and later we're gonna post it on our YouTube channel. So.
Yes, we will be today making ancient Greek bread with ancient Greek ingredients. The only ingredient which will not be ancient Greek is the soda. So we will use baking soda instead of yeast. We will use it instead of baking powder. That's going to be the only modern ingredient. Hello, Paula.
Hi.
Kisses to you. Do you like ancient Greece as much as we love it? So, when we published the article, when you actually published the article about tsureki, we used something totally non-keto. We use a kind of cereal, but it's not the bad one. It's not wheat, it's not barley, it's not anything rye or anything which is actually known to the modern world as inflammatory, as causing obesity, etc. And especially no gluten, at least not the bad kind of gluten. We went and investigated what is Triticum Dicoccum. Now I'm again talking Latin and I look like a Roman. But guys, remember this name if you ever decide to go from keto to low carb. If you actually will not mind having just slightly more carbs in your diet,
or if you want to maintain actually your kilos, your weight, so to
have a little bit boost of the weight,
to pump up,
if you are too skinny, if you went too much with keto, or if you just want to try something that ancient Greeks did and Romans and especially Egyptian. Now this cereal was extremely popular in Egypt. It was the only one used in Egypt. So
together actually with barley, because they were making, of course, beer.
Yeah, but Zea was used, the Triticum Dicoccum or Emmer was used only for bread preparation, especially for the high classes in ancient Greece and Egypt. Now, we will not use 1 kilo of it. We're gonna use it as little as 150 grams per whole loaf of bread, and we're gonna make it totally ancient Greek style.
And let's not forget that Alexander the Great fed his army with Emmer.
Why?
So and of course sea buckthorn.
But why he specifically Alexander the Great wanted his soldiers to be fed only with Zea, because with Emmer. Well, I keep saying this ancient Greek name because Zea.
Nice and
There's
Greek,
another name in Greece we saw for it. How was it called? In this packaging in
Zin,
alphabet. Zin.
Yeah, Zin. It means life in ancient Greek, Zin. So it was really important for ancient Greeks to keep consuming this kind of Triticum Dicoccum, which means Zia or Zea or Zia. And it doesn't have any resemblance with the other, which called today spelt. They are pretty much similar, but they are not the same. Even Greeks can confuse these two things. Dinkel or spelt is not the same molecularly as Triticum Dicoccum.
So Triticum Dicoccum is Emmer, and Triticum spelt is spelt. Hello, Christ, and welcome to our live. We hope you love your ancient Greek heritage. So this Apollonaskapsalis wrote, and I really want to read it here. I have been reading and almost fanatically searching for data about ancient Greek gastronomy for many years. For me, this was like a personal provocation. Naturally, I had to put a stop to the misinformation that ancient Greeks ate predominantly plant and wheat-based diet. Let's remember, wheat was not popular in ancient Greece. Of course, they ate cereals, but they were barley and zea, which is Triticum Dicoccum.
Like Greece.
You can read more about long-forgotten cereal called zea in a link which we gave in this article. Try it before they forbid it again, because in 1920s in Greece it was forbidden. For what reason, we will never learn actually, but we think it was to make rice and
potatoes and wheat, yeah.
Popular. Exactly. Greeks were eating only zea. So today we will use just a little bit of zea. We will not use it as a main ingredient.
And of course in Piraeus we have Marina Zeas, which means it's the port of that we're actually exporting, and the famous zea or Emmer. Ancient Greeks, they will give, according to several studies that I found out, they will give the spelt dinkel or the plain. It's not wheat. It's actually pseudo cereal. They will give it to the animals. They will not consume it. They will consume Emmer.
Now, this part is really interesting. The ancients didn't eat bread from wheat. Wheat they used as animal feed, food, probably
yeah.
animal food, and they named it Piro. Did I? Piro. Sorry, Piro, because we call it pir, so Piro. They ate only bread from zea or barley, and only in emergencies they would go to barley. Zea was predominantly used. They would put emphasis on zea. Alexander the Great fed his army only in zea in order that his men are stronger, healthier, and mentally developed. He believed that all the soldiers have to be mentally developed. Had the ancient Greeks eaten bread from wheat, they would not have such high level of intellectual the level of development. You look at me like I'm eating wheat.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's possible that ancient Greeks were so clever because they didn't eat wheat, which contains gluten, a substance which sticks to the nerve endings and doesn't leave the brain free to think and create. This was written by Dimitra Tilianaki. It's a scientist. Actually, she's a surgeon who investigated all about why ancient Greeks were more clever than
and that's the reason every Greeks had problem with gluten or general carbohydrates, and you can see these massive bodies in the sculptures, because ancient Greeks, it was really important for the Greeks to consume this kind of foods, because Olympic winners will consume these foods. An Olympic winner like Milon of Croton, another, of course, big names of Olympic winners. That means they will have for free food. They keep consuming red meat, of course, some wild boar, and this kind of zea or emmer. So the nutrition was based mainly in these things, and of course a lot of olives, a lot of feta cheese, and wine,
protein.
Which is water, diluted with water.
Yes, so ancient Greeks knew that you shouldn't drink wine too much. They were adding a lot of water to it. So ancient Greek nutrition was much better than nutrition of modern humans, because they were eating only the things which were available seasonally. Whatever was available. I made it, got you guys. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us. So we will be making ancient Greek bread today. We will be on special occasions, and especially before the winter and summer solstice. Ancient Greeks were celebrating big festivities devoted to Dimitra and the god of wine, Dionysus. I wanted a Greek name. So they were preparing special kind of bread. This kind of bread was prepared it was more like a cake. They would use honey. We will not use honey today, don't worry. We will not use any sweetener. We will actually make it into a bread, but it will be inspired by ancient Greek festivity bread cake, which they were making by mixing zea and flaxseed. They were actually using a lot flaxseed. Flaxseed was used not only for nutrition, it was also used to produce the fabric.
The fabric, of course, the armor, the best armor that during the Hellenistic times, it could stop even an arrow. It was from flaxseed.
They were clever, but they did even have robots, didn't they?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, actually it was again during the Hellenistic period that they came up, Philon created a robot, a female maid, which
we don't know, maybe
it was, they said
the
a
face
female,
looks more like a male, but like a boy.
That when you're gonna put your cup, it will have a wine jug and it's gonna pour it,
and it was pouring wine from inside, somewhere
in the
hidden.
chest. Yeah, it was
so
in
this
the chest.
was a big thing. They love automatic things. They even had those doors
even
opening.
the coins to
steam.
take water, a lot of stuff.
Chris, no, I'm not. He's Greek, but I'm Greek in my heart. As Socrates says, anybody can be Greek if they are Greek in their heart. So we say this to everybody else around the globe. If you feel love for the ancient Greek stuff and for Greek culture, you are a Hellenophile, and this is automatically making you Greek in heart. So I'm Greek in heart. As they say in Acropolis, you feel Greek.
You feel Greek, yeah.
You feel Greek and you're Greek. And I married a Greek, so this makes me Greek also. I have a Greek last name. So Paula sent us a big comment.
Okay.
She just said she removed gluten from her sons and daughters' diet because they did
that's good.
Foggy brain and couldn't think. And once we removed gluten from their diet 13 years ago, and they were able to think and learn to write and speak, which they were very delayed. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's progress.
Oh, this is a progress. Exactly. So I have my ingredients here, and my camera guy is gonna help us here.
In a second. All right, let's see what you have here.
I have here free-range eggs.
Yeah.
And I injured my finger, so forgive me for
the white egg has a face.
Has a face.
Yeah, look at it.
Okay, it says I'm gonna make a good ancient Greek bread.
Let's see the yolk, huh? Nice, yeah.
Now, why I'm using eggs in bread? Because in those festive times, when the ancients were celebrating and making this bread cake, they would use only the best ingredient. And as we know, eggs were very precious in ancient Greek time. So, if they're gonna make a cake in honor of a goddess, for example, or a god, of course they're gonna use eggs. They have to use eggs because eggs are like sun. They're giving a lot of energy and they will give a nice texture to our ancient Greek bread. So let's now... Why we mention the robot? Why we mention the robot? Because...
Here is our...
This is our robot. We could do this ancient Greeks, maybe we don't know, maybe they had some kind of automatic mixer, because if they had a robot they could have had this. But I'm going to use it to speed things up. Otherwise, if I wanted to make it a totally ancient Greek project, I would just mix it with my hands. I would use my husband's muscle mass. He would mix for me.
Yeah.
So, before I start mixing, I need my...
Chris says, I see, I was trying to figure out your accent, says.
The accent in Greek.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, for this specific cake, I used something...
What we have here?
Something katsikisi of
That's the best goat butter in the universe, actually.
But as you can see, it's white. Mine is yellow because I mixed it with olive oil. So this is a mixture of olive oil and goat butter, which is gonna go into my eggs as a base for a good ancient
Paula
Greek.
says as a nice mixer, I would love to have one.
This one is really good, and he is reliable. It is reliable.
Elena says it's 11 o'clock a.m. Here I want eggs and bacon now. Nice.
Okay, eggs and bacon could wait. Now we're gonna give it... Look the nice color of these eggs. I would like to thank to Claudia for these awesome eggs from the village that we got from her aunt.
Yeah, just open a bit the goat butter to see the color. Check out the color, guys, of goat butter. Pure white. And smells divine.
Smells the best.
Smells up
if you are living in Greece, this is the best brand of goat butter you can find. If you don't live in Greece, then try to find something similar.
Things are unfortunate.
Yes.
Okay, what do we have here?
I ground sesame seeds. I actually ground roasted sesame seeds, and I'm going to use them for my bread. Ancient Greeks, when they wanted something to taste really good, they would ground some almonds. Almonds were always present in ancient Greek cakes and bread and those pastries they were making. Almonds were actually used much more than they are used today because they were not as expensive as they are today. Back then, they were literally going to the forest and picking almonds, grinding them in those special mills. The same ones they used for milling gazelle. Here it is. Triticum Dicoccum, guys. This is 150 grams. And this is a beautiful ancient Greek replica, which is actually, it used to be yogurt. They're selling yogurt.
Goat yogurt.
Goat yogurt. No, I think this was sheep.
It was sheep?
Yes, this was sheep yogurt. I bought it in Greece and I loved it, so I kept it, and now I can use it as my measuring. It's 150 grams of any kind of powder. Usually all of the powder things weight the same. Sometimes
Or 5.3 ounces, guys. So what is 150 grams? 3, yeah.
Here is my flaxseed, ground flaxseed. Also, I ground it, so
Yeah,
you can
awesome.
use a food processor.
Elena says I looked at your eggs and got hungry.
Oh.
Are they awesome?
So, this is the only...
This is some British product, actually, a source in Athens.
Okay.
I love it. It's soda, bicarbonated of soda says, and it's aluminum free. And I think it's really good.
This is the only modern Greek ingredient I'm gonna use. Modern Greek, modern British.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon, as you can see, maybe slightly more, because I want my
Chris
bread
says that company
to
makes
grow.
goat or sheep yogurt.
And they also make goat milk. If-
Amalthea, yeah, they call it Amalthea. It's
You
like
have an
the
article.
legendary goat that raised Zeus.
There is an article. Here I have some vinegar.
Let us see what you have
It's
inside
apple
there.
cider vinegar. Greeks usually use wine vinegar, but we decided to use apple cider vinegar because we want it to taste a little bit more cake. Alright, so we're gonna add just a little bit. That would be like 2 tablespoons.
And
not
look the
more.
reaction, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna create a foam. And now let's put some round sesame seeds. I'm using teaspoons, guys, but it's, as you can see, it's kept.
We're gonna have the recipe most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Yes.
Because tomorrow we're traveling.
How many I put?
You put 5.
6.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
7, 8, 9, 10. Let's
Okay.
put 12. 12 teaspoons. Am I in your light?
Yeah.
I'm going to use all 150 grams. Guys, if you are afraid to use that much of
Emmer,
Triticum
yeah.
Dicoccum or Emmer or Zea, you can reduce it. You can use just 2 tablespoons, replace psyllium. So you will not have that much carbs, don't worry. But since I'm low carb, I'm going to use the whole amount. It's creating a real dough now, as you can see. Don't worry, we will add some water.
Looks great.
This is 200 ml of water. And now it's going my beautiful, look at them, my almonds. Of course, if you don't want to use almonds, you can use just more of sesame seeds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you can notice, I'm using everything in 12.
Michelle says, I'm good. Hot England's not supposed to be hot. Apparently,
It
yes.
happens.
You two are well this evening.
We are so good. We are making ancient Greek bread, and we feel great. So here we go. 1. This is flaxseed, guys. 2.
Barbara
3.
says, good evening from Cyprus. We'll have,
4.
says the nutritional link of this bread. Of course,
Of
as
course.
always.
5.
We're gonna provide everything.
6.
Hi,
7,
Deborah.
8. 9.
Tina says it's terrible hot in London. Whoa, what's going on?
Look at the psyllium reaction. Actually, the flaxseed.
The flaxseed.
So 11, 12.
Yeah, it has, and it will not stay moist as the usual keto breads.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, now you are here. Hi, Deborah. How are you doing today? We hope you are great. As you can see, the mixture is getting thicker, but I'm not satisfied with the thickness. And I must not forget salt, of course. Now I'm gonna use an ancient Greek measuring device. Palm. I'm gonna use a handful of salt. Have a look. This is most probably 1 teaspoon. Look at it. It's approximately 1 teaspoon. I'm going to add it to my bread.
Hello, Sue. Good morning. Good morning from New Zealand. Nice to have a lot of New Zealand here.
New Zealand people, hello. So this is mahlepi, guys. I wanted to show to you how mahlepi actually
Tell us what
looks.
is mahlepi.
Mahlepi is a seed of a special kind of cherries.
Okay,
It was
let's
brought to
Mahleb.
Greece. It was brought to Greece by Arabs or Turks, but it was accepted in Greece, and there's a huge evidence of mahlepi usage in Egypt and in Mesopotamia and in Eastern world. So we will use half a teaspoon of mahlepi. Have a look, just to give a nice flavor to this ancient Greek.
Elena says, I'm so hungry, but I'll break my fast at 1 p.m. That's good.
So
Keep
guys,
fasting.
I went with 12 teaspoons of everything, but I'm not happy with the texture. It's still watery. What will I do? I will add more sesame, because I think that sesame seeds give the taste of those bread we used to eat before we went keto and low carb. So I will definitely add more. This is how the keto recipes and low carb recipes in Greek Goes Keto kitchen are created, by testing, by your here. We didn't try this recipe ever before. We are doing it live for you guys. So since I'm not show the consistency, I'm not satisfied. It's still a little bit wet. I wanted a real consistency of the dough, so I'm gonna add 1, 2.
Deborah says, great, I was admiring
3.
your mixer. I like the way the beaters move. This is German
4.
muscle power.
Yeah, some Bosch.
Bosch, yeah, I love Bosch. She says, I have never tried making keto bread.
6.
Well, that's a great opportunity for you to...
This is low carb.
It's low carb, yeah, but we have a whole category section at greekgoesketo.com, so you can choose among several keto breads, and I would definitely suggest the integral keto bread for a starter.
Integral keto bread is great for people who are just starting. Has good. So this would be another 10 teaspoons of sesame meal. You can simply ground your sesame seeds and make sesame flour, or you can buy it. But if you buy it already, there's a chance it will be defatted, and that's
Michelle
not good.
says, seems like I've been using ancient Greek measurement all my life.
Yeah, that's the best way, isn't it? Just use your palm. That's how you're measuring everything.
Chris says my mother used mahlepi a lot. Yeah, mahlepi is good.
It's very popular in Greece, so we wanted to add it to make it a special keto bread. I'm going to add just a little bit more of almonds because still I'm not satisfied. You see, I'm not going for the wheat. I'm not going for the zea. I had my 150 grams. That's it. I don't want to make even thicker consistency. I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of almond flour or almond meal, let's say, because look at it. It's getting there. You can see how the dough is actually separating from the bowl. This is what we need. While the mixer is doing the job, let me present you my ancient Greek. Let me present you with my ancient Greek pot. So, to tell you the truth, this is a replica of ancient Greek pottery, which they are actually have been using to bake everything or to cook. They were using it because it's the best thing to make. Nothing tastes as good as things made in these clay pots. But as you can see,
Super heavy.
So I added paper. So I'm afraid I have no idea how the bread will turn out. I'm not ancient Greek. I don't have experience. So in order to play safe, to be in the modern Greek time, I used baking paper, and ancient Egyptians would say you are wasting a very good papyrus. But I'm not wasting it because in today's world we are using paper for baking a lot because it's helping us. So whatever can help you, use it. I'm going now to transfer, show the dough. Look at it. Look how nice it is. It's a ball. It created a ball.
The ball. Michelle says, I made Swedish keto seeded rolls tonight and had tuna salad. Too hot to be in the kitchen.
Okay.
London is really hot. That's
just a moment.
okay.
Okay, my dough is perfect. This is what I wanted it to be. Look at it, how it's like it has glue, but it's not gluten. It's another material of Triticum Dicoccum, which is similar to gluten, but it doesn't have effect to people as gluten has.
Okay,
so
let's change here.
Okay, transfer my dough into my ancient Greek replica, and I'm going to make a circular move so that my bread actually. Okay, give me just a second to wash my hands.
I think it looks great.
Finalize it.
Yeah, here it is. In Greece, we're gonna call it karvelaki, but
What's that?
yeah, it's these small round breads.
Okay, so it's an
Yeah, I
ancient
think
Greek
it's really good.
inspired.
Look at the texture.
It's awesome. So let's add some. Could you please put it
Yeah.
here so I can? So guys, these are
Let me.
roasted pumpkin seeds. I found an article that ancient Greeks were using them a lot. They had pumpkins and they used pumpkin seeds in all kind of baking and pastry, and they were putting it on bread. So why we don't do the same thing? Let's add some of the pumpkin seeds on top to make it more festive. And now to make it even more beautiful, I'm gonna add some sesame seeds. Have a look here. Sesame seeds are always making everything look so good, don't they?
Yeah.
They're so decorative, and since this is going to be a festive bread in honor of Dimitra or some other goddess, maybe, let's see who we have here, in honor of
Artemis.
Artemis. Let's make it in honor of Artemis or maybe Apollo, who we have here.
The twins.
Hand painted for us in Greece.
Yeah.
So, my little bread is going to grow, but
Okay.
I'm going to cover it. I need to open the oven and after that.
But I think this is, it's gonna...
You made me say this.
To open the oven.
Turn on the oven. So if you're in Greece, if they tell you open the oven, this means turn on the oven. So guys,
We are Greeks.
we are Greeks. We are crooks. Okay.
Whoa, I lost some comments. We're gonna see them
Okay, we're
right.
gonna see the comments now. Maybe you can put the phone here.
Okay,
and
let's
save
start it.
Exactly. While I'm gonna put it in the.
All right, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, we're Greeks. We have our own Greeklish, actually. We speak Greeklish, so I think this is what Roberta wants to say.
Yeah, sometimes I also get this habit.
Oh, I lost several comments.
My mother-in-law bought me a pot like that for birthday. That's very nice of her. I love her so much. Oh, this is rare. Somebody loves their mother-in-law. This is rare. Bravo. I love her so much. She got me one. You love the pot. Oh, I thought you loved your mother-in-law. You must love her. They live in Greece for a few years.
Oh, that's nice.
That's very nice.
Chris says, hey, hi, Debbie.
He is greeting Debbie.
Debbie's here.
Thank you guys for your time. I'll share this in my keto group. Thank you, Elena.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day at work. We hope you're gonna spend a great day. Paula says looks great. I think it's gonna look awesome after it's gonna. But I have to be very, very strict. I'm going to turn on the timer because I must uncover it at one point. Otherwise, it's gonna stick to my lid. And then it's gonna grow. Difficult to
unstick it, yeah.
Exactly. So Michelle said, hot for us. We don't have air condition here. One of the only things I miss about living in the US. Well, we are actually having our air condition the full potential now because the oven is working and we are talking and we are working. So we need some.
And window screens says.
And window screens, yeah. Looks really wonderful, Chris. Thank you. Perfect paper is the best baking invention. Parchment paper, sorry. It is. And we would like to thank to ancient Egyptian for inventing the papyrus.
Exactly.
I think this looks very well. Actually, ancient Chinese first made rice paper, and I think rice should be used only for that purpose, to make paper
and bags
and cloth. Hispanics, Paula says, say many things like that too. He say move the food instead of steer. Oh, so you do understand that. This is awesome. Actually, Paula, did you check paella recipe today that Apollonas posted? He made a ketonized, Greekonized version of paella, Spanish famous paella, but he made it with a lot of seafood. And I think you told me you love seafood, Paula, so you definitely have to try out our keto paella, which we posted today. She loves
her too,
she loves
She's
mother-in-law.
Awesome, yeah.
She's
That's
awesome.
Good. That's
of course she is, if she brought you such a great gift in general. Let's see, Chris says you want...
No, what are your names, says.
What are our names?
Yeah.
This seems to be new to Greek Goes Keto. Okay, Christ, yeah. My name is Roberta, and I'm of Croatian descent. And I'm married to a Greek named Apollonas. So, Apollonas Roberta. You can find more about us at greekgoesketo.com. There's a section about us. And there is also Greek version. So you can read it in Greek if it's too...
From the mobile version, actually, if you're going to access the menu, you're going to find the Greek flag. It's written in Ellinika, so you will not miss anything. Έχουμε τα πάντα ακόμα και στα ελληνικά.
Michelle says, seafood.
Yeah,
she loves
She missed it. That's okay, but we had a tribute actually about Dominikos Theotokopoulos, or the famous painter El Greco.
El Greco, this is our El Greco of Greek ketonization. And Apollonas also posted a great video on his Greek channel. So if you are Greek, if you speak Greek, go to check at YouTube apollonaskapsalis. He has a great channel where he talks all about why ketogenic diet is not so well accepted in Greece, why the doctors in Greece are not supporting it, why actually people in Greece are doing wrong keto, and when they are doing some sort of low carb, making a lot of mistakes. He can help you a lot. He's a certified keto nutritionist, and he speaks Greek because he's Greek. So if you are Greek, go check his YouTube channel. Chris says English is my language. Oh, okay, Chris. So how come you noticed my bad Greek accent? Probably because...
But I speak, says Greek. That's also...
Probably because Chris lives among Greeks.
But let us, Chris, know where are you from?
Where's your origins?
Yeah.
Since we are meeting mainly in live videos. And also from your name, I cannot know if you are a lady or a gentleman, because in the photo I can see two people, so...
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Let us know.
Super small, yeah.
Where are you from?
No, it's Koufopoulou.
It's female.
It's female, yeah.
we have the way in Greek to find out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so English, interesting. That's we knew a person from Naxos who also had mother who was English. Do you remember?
No.
The girl who studied here in Mostar.
Joanna,
exactly.
yeah.
So we know people all around Greece.
So let us know what about what's going to happen with the timing.
Okay, let me check. The timer should be some.
I just set it in 1 hour. I don't know if it's enough.
Yes, that's more than enough, but I'm gonna uncover it now.
We're gonna uncover the bread, guys. So because it's gonna grow slowly, we don't want to stick under the cap,
lid.
the lid cap. I don't know. I'm Greek, so.
When you're Greek, as Memo says, Mimo. As he says, I'm Greek anything.
Yeah.
An answer to whatever question there is. I'm just Greek.
Yeah.
So guys, do we have? Yeah, we were talking about mahlepi. What is mahlepi? Here it is. It's a seed of a really aromatic cherry. So we are not eating cherries. We are eating just the seeds, but in very small doses because it's extremely aromatic. Oh, from Boston.
Boston.
My parents migrated to the USA legally, and I was born
and raised there. Nice.
That's awesome. I know this person who is constantly commenting on Greek Goes Keto, and I love his comments. He's Greek of Boston. He has a great blog. Maybe you know about him.
Yeah.
He has a great blog.
And you can visit the website. It's a Greek of Boston. So gonna give
Greek
also,
diaspora is everywhere. How nice of your parents and you to come back to Greece. It's a great thing to do. So we just made ancient Greek bread. We actually would love to have some comments from you guys, some questions.
If, to let us know what you think about it. Or
perhaps I should read more about Zea, because many of you will say, why the heck did you use a cereal? Why did you use a cereal in a keto or low-carb bread? Well, first of all, the historical reference, because it's so ancient.
We used the same guys to make low-carb tsureki, the Eastern
Greek bread cake also, because baking
and of course
bread in a form of cake, it's an ancient tradition for ancient Greeks, and modern Greeks are continuing. They're doing it before the Easter now, or during the Easter festivities. First of all, we did it for the historical reference. We wanted to give it a low-carb tsureki ancient Greek feeling, and this is a low-carb ancient Greek cake bread.
Yeah.
Tsureki became popular in Greece during the Ottoman Empire. The name comes from the Turkish word tsorek, which refers which refers to any kind of pastry made with yeast of dough. But we did not use yeast or dough. What would ancient Greeks do? For example, now I used baking soda because I want my bread to grow. But if I was really ancient Greek, I would, a few days ago, I would leave some of the dough at room temperature to become like yeast, but actually sourdough. And then I would use that dough to
That's what actually my father
start up.
will do to make. As you know, my father is a baker. We own bakery, so always since I'm a child, I remember to just put aside some part of the dough. So it's gonna, they call it like sour, because you're gonna they are covering it with a cloth, and start smelling really sour.
Bacteria are starting
developing.
So ancient Greeks would do that, but we wanted to avoid any kind of yeast, any kind of bacterial activity. We wanted something from the modern world, so we used aluminum-free baking soda, which we bought from a company which imports it from UK. So
the best of the best,
the best of the modern world. Just a moment. Even though it became widely popular in the Byzantine period, the braids and knots have their origin in the ancient Greek pagan times. It has been recorded that the ancients shaped the bread in certain shapes to keep the evil spirits away from the home. So when you're gonna go to see tsureki, you will see we have two methods to make those braids.
You can check the video and in Greek and in English in a YouTube channel. So
you actually translated it in Greek immediately. That's really good.
Because it's something unique, and why not? It tastes. The resemblance is it's unique. And I think it doesn't miss anything from the original, let's call it a regular tureki, and you feel satiety immediately from it. It's just a slice.
Oh, okay. The second reason we decided to use Zea or Triticum Dicoccum or Emmer is the taste. Original tureki flavor cannot be imitated with any keto-friendly flours. It's really difficult. It would be possible to come near with a mixture of sesame flour, which we used here, almond flour, and some psyllium. We didn't use psyllium here. However, to make it really similar to real tureki, it's a thing of huge traditional significance in Greece. We had to compromise here. Just how much carbs will we end up with? This is extremely important, guys. Listen, Zea has much more protein and fiber than any other cereal. Even though it's a cereal, it can be utilized in modernization on a low-carb diet. In 100 grams of this flour, we will get 2.5 grams of fat, 50 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fiber, which leaves us with 39 grams of net carbs.
In the whole loaf.
39 grams of net carbs in the whole loaf. Cut it to slices and you will end up, let's say 15 slices, you will end up
with 2.4 approximately net carbs per piece.
Net carbs, because you have to make really thin slices if you want it lower carb. And then 10 grams of protein. Guys, 10 grams of protein in bread, that's a lot. So ancient Greeks were taking much more protein from bread than the modern Greeks are taking it today.
Yeah, and empty calories actually.
Exactly.
Michelle says, well, that explains the evil spirits in my house. I forgot to shape the bread. Spooky. Yeah.
Okay, I love Michelle's sense of humor. For low-carb baking, never use more than 100 grams of Zea per whole amount of dough. I used 150, so I was a little bit above my own recommendation.
Yeah.
Try to have it only for special occasions. It's really not a keto-friendly ingredient. So why not one special occasion per year?
But if you're in maintenance, you can't use this kind of flour. Please don't try this kind of breads if you want to lose weight. You're gonna struggle.
This is only for people who are not on weight loss program and for people who actually want to experiment with ancient
or are in
ingredients.
Sports. It's really good for athletes, this bread, because provides them with really slow carbohydrates, and of course because it has great fats inside, and omega-3s from the flax seed is really good steady energy and a lot of calories to replenish their macronutrients.
This is really interesting. Zea is a cereal, but it has some interesting nutrition facts. It's 2 times richer in dietary fiber and has less sugar. In contrast to other cereals, Zea is much richer in protein and emphasizes a high content of amino acid lysine, which makes it easier to digest. So for those people, especially for children, if you would like children still to eat some amount of carbohydrate in their diet, then go for Emmer or at least spelt. Don't go for wheat or any other cereal because it's very easy to digest. Another key power of Zea is the great content of magnesium and many other minerals. I will quote my favorite nutritionist in this universe and give you a link to his great article about difference between low carb and keto diet. I wrote this, and I wrote this about him. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. Greek Goes Keto himself. Believe me, nobody explains it better than he does. So go check his article. It's called Difference Between Low Carb and Keto Diets. They are sisters, but they're not twins. So there's a difference between low carb and keto. As all the ketonians know, a keto recipe has to have less than 4 grams of net carbs per portion. If you can cut the slices very thin, then you'll have yourself a treat that will not kick you out of ketosis. On the other side, if you decide to be just low carb and don't mind if you are in ketosis, then during the holidays or any special occasion, make these beautiful keto bread or tsureki, go to check our tsureki recipes.
Paula says, wait a second, I want to make it for my husband. As he does not need to lose weight, I can make it once in a while. That's great.
Definitely.
But remember, you have to buy Emmer. It's slightly more expensive, let's be honest here. A kilo in Greece costs approximately 4.5 euros, which is approximately $5.
But she will use only 150 grams.
She's gonna use, yeah, but if you're gonna see this, the price range, if you're gonna buy white flour and Emmer, it's gonna be the day with the night. Okay.
Emmer tastes so good, guys. It smells like honey. So the taste is
and doesn't contain sugar. This is the key here. It contains in 100 grams like 0.3 grams of sugar. This is amazing.
It's very low. So there are carbs, but there are no sugars. So it has a lot of fiber, much more than actually wheat. So if
you will not crash, you will not feel hunger, you will not have when you're eating after 2 hours of these processed carbohydrates, hurts your stomach because you need to eat something. You have these mood swings and all this hypoglycemia phenomena. I think Emmer...
Another great thing for your children would be Emmer, because Emmer could give them a lot of energy and satiety for a longer period of time and will not influence their allergy to gluten, because it contains some kind of gluten which is not the same molecularly like the gluten from wheat. And
traces of gluten.
It's like really safe for people who are fighting with gluten intolerance if it's not like
molecularly it's not the same gluten as in the wheat, because it's not a wheat. That's the main difference of Emmer with the normal wheat. Or today I saw a lot of comments in my Greek channel about oats and hidden oats and brown rice, that lately a lot of pages recommending for ketogenic low carb diet.
What?
These guys are big no. They're trying to implement new things that you don't need in your diet.
Brown rice?
Yes, they are saying now you can have oats and brown rice. No, this is...
Why they don't say you can have Emmer?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Or rice, how they call it, gaufre, all this...
What's that? This rice that
puff.
looks like...
Yeah, puffed rice and these things.
No.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think this is not good.
Advice. So guys, there's another thing in Greece I noticed, and I'm sure wherever you live, you saw this trend. People are ordering brown sugar with their coffee. Now, what is brown sugar? There's almost no difference. In many cases, in most of the cases, it's just colored sugar.
Caramelized, yeah,
Caramelized,
it's super expensive compared to white sugar. It's the same thing, and just you're consuming some colorful sugar.
Sugar is sugar is sugar. Doesn't matter in which color it comes. If you really want to replace it, then you know your best two sweeteners. That would be stevia and monk fruit. And if you are a ketonian, then you probably wonder why we are recently talking about low carb, because low carb is the next level after you reach everything you wanted to get with ketogenic diet. And if you are not suffering from seizures, some epilepsy or any other central nervous system related diseases or brain diseases, then you don't have to do 100% keto all your life. You can do occasionally low carb, or you can totally switch to low carb or paleo. Even paleo, it's okay.
But even there, you have to go clean. You have to go clean.
Exactly, this is what I wanted to say. Never go back to standard diet of modern food industry, whatever is... yeah, it's molasses, but it's also color. They are adding color, guys. Color is like caramelized sugar. This is how they get it.
It's the same, approximately the same thing, but they came up with several techniques just to sell this thing more expensive.
This is the place of your health,
Estia.
your kitchen.
Estia.
Bravo, that's a Greek word. Estia, and also there was a Greek goddess. Estia, I'm going to bring her now.
Yeah. But as Roberta said, you have to make everything from the scratch. You need to start cooking at home. I know sometimes you don't have time, it's super difficult, but This is the key to a healthier lifestyle as ketogenic, and of course now we're talking about low carb.
In honor of this lady, ancient Greeks called her Estia. She was the goddess of home, goddess of kitchen, goddess of actually fireplace. So the image of, as you can see here, she's holding some pot, like
it's a jug. Yeah, it's a jug.
And she's offering some kind of food. It's like it's really nice representation of what we want to tell you today. Your place of health, your place of gathering of your family is your kitchen and your living room, and wherever you want to eat. You can make a picnic in your backyard. Just prepare majority of your meals at home. Don't buy industrial ready products. Don't buy anything from pharma industry. Pharmaceutical industry. You don't need supplements. Your supplements are your natural, original foods like ancients used to eat. Doesn't matter who are your ancients. Maybe it's Aztecs. Maybe it's natives of American continent or of Africa or Asia, or if you are European as we are, then it's ancient Greeks, Romans, Illyrians, or all the other ancient people, what they ate, how they lived, learn from them, and then accept everything that the futuristic modern world gives us, but not the bad things which made us sick, not those things which actually made us bad.
And let's be again honest here that have more and more clients that are approaching me not only for their own health issues, but they're concerned about their children, what they have to feed their children, but they cannot be so strict with ketogenic diet. But here again it comes this kind of bread, and of course the marmalade that we have. Good. Yeah, it smells awesome.
Smells
and
so good, guys.
You can combine for children the beautiful marmalade that we made that contains only stevia, grass-fed beef gelatin, and 100% strawberries. Nothing
Look at it, he ate it, he almost ate it all.
This is my post-workout.
We are making it on a regular basis. You can find the recipe at Greek Goes Keto and also on YouTube channel. So you can make it at home for children, for your friends, for you. If you really want a ketogenic treat, then strawberry marmalade is raw strawberry marmalade, which we made with just gelatin and
strawberries and stevia,
frozen
nothing
strawberries
else.
with additional little bit.
You have the video.
Stevia.
Wait, sorry, because I lost a lot of comments. Let's go back. Chris says, kitchen is your medicine cabinet, indeed.
Exactly. Kitchen is actually, it can be also your a place of healing, not only physically but also mentally.
And it's fun. I think it's fun.
It's fun. Cooking, it's like those chemistry classes. I didn't know what's going to happen with my bread. I used my knowledge from before because I have been baking for many years. But I created a recipe in front of the live audience, in front of you guys. So I hope it's going to turn the best it would, because I put so much good energy in it. I'm going to share with you recipe, nutritional data, and I'm also going to share with you guys all about taste. You're going to tell us how it tastes too. So Michelle says, I cook at home 98%, and when we go out, I usually know the menu and have asked the staff what is in the food. The problem with ordering out is the cooking oil. They're using sunflower oil, canola oil, they're using palm oil and some other bad
corn
oils.
oil, yeah, or everything.
This is the problem. So if you are going to eat out, I would definitely recommend to eat in a Greek or Italian restaurant, but without ordering pizza or pasta. I even send my husband to work with a packed lunch. That's very nice of you.
Really good.
Because it's so hard for him to find anything without processed food and carbs. Yeah, this is what we have to do. We just have to adjust to it, and we have to start loving our new life.
Yeah.
Deborah says she loves the
postulates. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Deborah. We actually appreciate all the support we get from you. So Chris says, sadly, so many farmers here feed their livestock.
Feed their livestock with GMOs, yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's unfortunate, but that's another subject we have to cover.
Yeah.
I have 5 window sills filled with plant boxes, growing lettuce and herbs. That's interesting. It looks crazy, but so what? It's worth it. My yard is really small. Doesn't matter. You can grow something in a small jug.
Yeah, but That's what you exactly need. You can
Like-
have rosemary, you can have thyme, you can have even...
Did you get your quail eggs, Michelle?
Mhm.
Because I got a message from you that you finally
So
found
many
quail
things that
eggs.
can give
And
you, help you not only to be healthy, but to sculpt even your physique slowly. I think this is another thing that a lot of people seem to fail to see.
That's great. So that would be it. We have to wait another 45 minutes
Yeah,
for the bread.
but we're
It's
gonna
gonna
post
be-
definitely photos, and it's gonna be the
Later
video on
on,
YouTube. So
you're gonna see the video on YouTube. You're gonna see how the bread turned out. I'm gonna even live taste it so that you can see, and I will be as honest as I can. I hope
Michelle
it's
got
gonna
her
taste
eggs.
great.
Awesome.
Oh, so what did you decide to make with them? I hope it's gonna be tiramisu, maybe mayonnaise. You can just make egg milk, like drink them.
Oh, this for the winter is so good. I love it.
Chris, we are really glad to hear that from you, since we would like to invite you to go to Greek Goes Keto and find more articles, more content, and also visit our YouTube channel. You can see some reportages from Greece, when we were in Greece, places we went, how we actually spent a really good keto vacation in Greece. So stay tuned. When the bread is gonna be ready, we will be slightly again live to show you guys how it turned out. So stay tuned, and if you are free in some hour from now, we will be live again shortly.
See you guys.
Bye.